There's never enough time in television. Everything is go, go, go. Okay, we got that. Let's move on to the next thing. Independent film is sometimes a lot like that, and even the big films now are really feeling the crunch of economy in terms of making the films, but. Mainly, it's size of some of the scenes. I've done scenes in films where there were 400 extras, 40 emergency vehicles, a couple of helicopters, all that going on behind a little four-person scene. And so the moment you start doing the scene and they start everything in motion, somewhere way in the back of your head is the thought, if I mess up, they're going to have to start everything over again from the beginning.
How do you like working on The Office? It's a great show.
I'm not on the TV show The Office. I did the movie Office Space.
Office Space, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I love doing it. When Mike Judge put that show together, he took a long time casting it, and then he got in touch with all the actors that were going to be part of the ensemble, and he said, look, we're going to go down to Austin, where I live. We're going to have a great time. I'll make sure that you find out all the best places to eat. I'll take you to the clubs I used to play in with my garage band, and while we're there, we're going to maybe make a movie. And we're definitely going to make a movie, but the main thing is we're going to go down there and have a good time, and that's what it was like.
What's coming up for you, Richard? What projects are you working on now? And what a delight for me to speak with you. I've watched you so many times. It's a real honor.
Oh, thank you. It's been my pleasure, too. I've got a bunch of things that are in the can that I'm waiting for them to get release dates. I think the closest one to release now is a horror film called Hatchet with Kane Hodder and Robert Englund, and it should be a lot of fun. It's an old-style horror film with everything done in the camera, not a lot of special effects. And then this week I've been working on The Young and the Restless. So whatever comes up next is whatever.
I was watching one of my favorite movies. I forget the name of it with Brando, Lee Marvin, and Charles Bronson. And why do we make those kind of people? When I grew up, movie stars were movie stars. They didn't dress like, in short skirts and parade around not do anything. Whatever happened to the Lee Marvins of the world, the Charles Bronsons, the Burt Lancasters? I mean, we had all these, the Frank Sinatras. Where did they go?
Well, life was much more difficult in those days, and so it took a lot to get to the point where you could be a movie star. You had to really fight for it. Here, I think, in some ways, people are interested in seeing the most beautiful people. I know research has been done that older people will watch young, beautiful people, whereas younger people don't necessarily tend to want to see the less good-looking character guys.
Well, my easy question for someone, if they know anything, I just tell them, is Stella Adler Hyman Roth? If you don't know the answer to that, then I don't think you know anything about film. And I was just watching, I talked to Godfather 2, and I love him when he goes, this is the business we chose. I mean, you got to love those old movies. And to find that those old movies, like Clint's Westerns, yes, you can watch them 40 times. Exactly. I watched the one with Robert Duvall with the cattle movie the other day with Kevin Costner. Mm-hmm. And they have, was it Brokens? I forget the name of it. But, they have legs. Yeah. And today I find after 1 week after this movie's released, it's forgotten.
Yeah, I think that's true. Some of them still. I saw the Bourne Ultimatum last week, and I think that one will be around for a little while. But yeah, I agree. A lot of the movies that have become classics, you wouldn't find them on a list of 10 best movies a year from now.
Just ask him, Rosebud. Okay, never mind. Okay, let me ask you one other question. Who are some of the actors and directors that you look up to today?
Well, I mean, there's just an incredible group of actors that that are so important to the business right now. You mentioned already De Niro and Pacino, and I think that Robert Duvall is an incredible actor.
Incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And Directors, you can't lose with Eastwood and Scorsese, and Ed Zwick I've worked with, who I think is an amazing director. I think that the interesting thing is that how many people there are that we don't know their names yet that are making just amazing films that we're going to find out about very soon.
Well, you're very humble. It seems like you haven't forgot your Wisconsin roots, where you came from. I want to thank you, Richard, for coming on TrueHollywoodTalk.com. It's been an honor. What's your parting advice to young people starting out in this field? When I said this question to Olivia Dukakis, she said, tell them to find something else to do.
Well, that's what I used to say. I used to teach acting occasionally, and I would say, if you can find anything else you want to do in the world other than act, do it, because this is just going to be one heartbreak after another. On the other hand, if you're willing to stick it out, eventually you can outlive your competition.
Richard, you're a delight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
This is Steve for True Hollywood Talk, talking to a real actor for a change. Thank you.
Thank you.